Whoa. Hey kids, I'm here to talk to you about a real problem. I know there was a real pandemic not too long ago, but now we've got a pandemic sweeping our schools. It's called bullying, and it's no bueno. To teach you kids a little something, I brought someone along.
MC, stop the hate.
So MC, stop the hate is about to drop the beat in a funky way. I wanna let you know that bullying's lame, and if you do it, you're gonna end up in a bad way.
Jesus Christ, Maria, stop the hate, he's doing it again!
Stop the hate. Hello guys and ladies. Today's video is about bullying. Now personally I think bullying is a little bit good in some aspects. I think every once in a while it's okay to joust someone or to make them needlessly cry for your own entertainment and pleasure. Aside from that, it's good for course correction and correcting people's behaviors in public spaces. Do I think it's mean to bully the furry kid with a tail hanging out of their jean pants? Yes, it's mean. But is that furry making everybody in that space uncomfortable? Yeah, you betcha. What about the guy at the pub who said he had trials at West Ham? Is it okay to bully a 45-year-old man? Yes, as long as he's smaller than you so you can beat him up. And is it okay for your wife to bully you about how small your wee-wee is? It definitely is. But some people don't agree with my opinion. And some people even have campaigns that sweep nations to discourage people from bullying one another. One such organization would be the No Hate Tour coming out of the US, which is in the running for one of the most goofy organizations of all time. Essentially what a meetup looks like for these guys is that they have traveling performers that ride around on BMX bikes. They'll set up in an auditorium and align ramps throughout the entire building where the bleachers can easily see. Then some wanker with a boy band haircut will stand in the middle of it all and proceed to spend 5 minutes telling all the kids that bullying's naughty. I used to be a bully, just like you. My dad was sick, my brother was never home, and the only mother I knew was Mary Jane Wanna. I want you cool cats and kittens to think about that for a while. Alright, bring out the BMXs. Now, it's a matter of debate how effective these tours actually are, because on their website they give a description of what exactly they do, and it reads as follows. The program features top BMX pros that Tina Meyer performing high-energy action sports shown on campus while speaking to students about their own experiences with bullying, both online and offline. The mission statement is to deliver critical bullying prevention tools, techniques, and information to students in a relatable peer-to-peer manner. Now, their intentions genuinely seem very good, but this is the most American way of dealing with bullying I've ever heard of. Short term, brilliant. Long term, pretty useless in my opinion. As the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't fuck it in the ass. Meaning after these guys leave, their lasting impact is pretty much null. You can show kids a couple ways to prevent it, sure, but that isn't going to stop it for the next lot of students coming in. It might not even stop it for the current students there, as most bullies don't really give a crap if they have these techniques against them. Hey kid, give me your lunch money. You heard what the BMX man said? No means no. And then bum, they're dead. Personally, I think a more effective use of this budget would be doing a charity work of counselors within schools. Maybe setting up professionals on campus sites with the funding you receive is maybe more effective than doing cool BMX tricks. Or maybe you can do both. I mean, you should be able to, seeing as that your main sponsor is the US military. Now remember kids, if you can't stop being the bully, you can always go be the big bully. School not so good for you? Have an AK-47 and a Desert Storm camouflage. Ethically, it's a bit murky. I'm not 110% against it. I just feel like it's worth pointing out that, again, this no bullying campaign is sponsored by the US military. But something that's definitely worth pointing out that completely caught me off guard and dropped my jaw to the floor was one of the main speakers for this tour at one point was David Dobrik.
I have absorbed his nutrients. No one will refuse my generosity again.
Now, no hate to Dobrik. I used to watch him back in the day, if I'm being honest. But you can't have an oak whose entire career is based off bullying people as one of your spokespersons as not to bully. That's mad, my butts. And it's not even like a specific kind of bullying he did to one friend. All of his friends were targets. He made fat jokes about Trisha Paytas. He made old man jokes about his old friend, I forget his name. He made short jokes about Big Nick, who's become a Christian missionary now, by the way. One of his his Arab friends was addicted to substances. Constantly making jokes about that. And then there was also a ginger friend. God, that's sad. Imagine being known as David Dobrik's friend and not your own person. Again, no shade thrown. But it just doesn't make sense. The guy's literally made millions off picking on people. How are you gonna send him across the country and being like, guys, you know, I got super rich off it, but you shouldn't do it. See my sick ass mansion? That could be you, but you don't do it. Allegations? I don't know what you're talking about. Here's a BMX bike. Honestly, that's all I have to say, dudes. These guys are pretty funny, and it seems like they have really good intentions, but it just seems completely and utterly redundant and a waste of money to me. Short-term services aren't gonna help these kids in the long run, lad. When that guy's storming down the hallway in his combat boots, who's there to prevent him? It should have been the bully busters that you installed into the schools. Mic, drop. I'm not actually gonna drop a mic. Oh god, I farted because this is glass. My arse is leaking a bit, so legally you have to subscribe to prevent that. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.